In today's video, I'm revealing how to work with PR agencies as an influencer to get paid brand deals. So if you'd like to learn how to network with PR agencies that represent the brands you love, keep watching. Now, before we dive into that, I just want to mention that in my last video, I revealed the exact steps to take to get on brands' PR lists. And that's an important thing to do as an influencer gaining traction. But there's more to PR agencies and all they do for influencers and brands than sending out new products. So today I'm going to give you some insider tips on how to go from getting free products from brands to getting tons of eyes on you and your profile ASAP so that you can get paid brand deals coming your way consistently, because free products are great, but let's be real, they certainly don't pay the bills. So of course, if you didn't see that video yet, make sure to watch that next. So as you're probably aware, many influencers seriously undervalue themselves and either don't charge brands for collaborations at all or undercharge them by a lot. And unfortunately, many brands take advantage of those influencers. However, it's important to keep in mind that not all brands take advantage of influencers in order to get free advertising and marketing. So today, let's chat about all the incredible brands out there that do pay influencers and the teams behind them that are scoping you out. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jay and I'm the creator of 11th Street Studio Influencer Agency. If you'd like to learn how you can join our private influencer community to be connected with brands that are looking for influencers, make sure to click the link below this video to join on our main website. And if you'd like to learn all about our e-courses for influencers, including how to pitch brands and price your rates as an influencer, click the link below this video to check out our members area. Okay, so if you're like most influencers, your goal is to earn an income collaborating with your favorite brands, right? The only problem with that is that many brands don't work directly with influencers. Instead, they hire PR agencies to run their influencer partnerships for them. So today we're going to chat about how you can approach PR agencies to get paid brand deals. So here's the thing. Working directly with PR agencies can be an incredible experience. Why? Well, because they work in this industry every day and know the value that you provide. And they really understand the creative process behind all you do as an influencer or content creator. So they're more than willing to pay you well for brand deals. Plus, they have tons of experience working with photographers, videographers, and other creatives on other marketing initiatives. So they're also very familiar with their rates as well as contracts and deliverables. So when you get an opportunity to work with a PR agency, you want to make sure that you deliver. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say over deliver. And this is especially true when the agency clearly values you, your time, and your creativity from the get-go. As the owner of an influencer agency myself, I've had the opportunity to work with countless brands, PR agencies, and influencer, all who have been really amazing from the start, and more often than not, these opportunities have resulted in long-term relationships. So let's dive into some of the tips that you can use to cultivate these relationships yourself so that you can start networking with PR agencies right away and be on your way to a lifetime of paid brand deals, press events, press trips, and more. Now, if you didn't already know, PR agencies have multiple clients on their rosters, and because of that, are constantly looking for influencers and content creators to maximize their clients' marketing and advertising goals. So, for example, imagine an agency with a team that is running the marketing and advertising for Nike, the Ritz-Carlton, and Mazda, all under one roof. Obviously, having a connection with a place like that would be insane. And that's why I recommend you network with them. as many of them as humanly possible, because most PR agencies operate exactly like that. They represent and run full marketing campaigns for multiple brand clients. So there are tons of opportunities for influencers, creators, YouTubers, and bloggers to work with them to hit all of their goals. Meaning, building solid relationships with people at PR agencies can open up endless opportunities, events, and one-off brand partnerships with tons of brands. Now, it's important to note here too that a lot of agencies are also starting to introduce their clients to the power behind long-term influencer partnerships too. So mark my word, there will be much more potential for those types of collabs through PR agencies in the future. Okay, so having personally worked with brands on both sides of the collaboration process, first as a blogger and influencer myself, and now as the owner of an agency, I can honestly say there are a few things to keep in mind when networking with PR agencies in order to build strong partnerships. So let's dive in. So first, before you even start networking with PR agencies, you want to always focus on publishing really high quality content that is eye-catching and memorable, because you truly never know who will be looking at your profile. So you always want to make sure that you're posting your best work and to really think of your profile as your portfolio. Next, you want to make sure that you're gaining consistent momentum in your niche and are growing consistently in order to maximize your brand's exposure so that you not only reach your intended audience, but the attention of PR agencies within your niche too. After that, you want to start researching and pitching PR agencies that represent the brands you want to work with. Then, by all means, make sure to reply quick to any email replies you receive from the agencies you pitch, as well as agencies that discover you and reach out on behalf of their clients. Next, once introductions have been made, you want to, of course, be proactive and show initiative by sending them everything they request up front when they show interest in you. So, for example, your media kit. Now, I know I mentioned this earlier, but it's important to mention it again. The key to building good relationships with PR agencies is to over-deliver every single time. Okay, so please show the agency that you truly love what you do, that you love their agency, the brands they represent and their products, and by all means, make sure to mention that you're interested in both one-off and long-term opportunities. Trust me, they will be very appreciative, because the truth is you're making their jobs a lot easier by reaching out to them, because like I said, they're constantly on the lookout for new influencers to work with. Now, once you've identified PR agencies you'd like to work with and have introduced yourself and made it crystal clear what exactly you can offer them, you'll probably be surprised by how quickly they find brand collaborations for you. So make sure to, again, over-deliver, and by all means, be a pleasure to work with, because doing so will really improve your chances of getting offered more opportunities with their other clients in the future. Now, another thing that's important to keep in mind is that after a collaboration ends, you may want to send them a case study or a campaign report. This really shows initiative and investment on your part and shows them the data that they and their clients need to see. Now, not all influencers go this far, so trust me when I say they will be impressed by this, and you never know where that can lead from there, especially if the data proves the partnership was a huge success. So remember, PR agencies like you know the value in building solid relationships, and they understand the results that influencer partnerships provide, and they can see well into the future just like you. Also, if you really want to go all out, I'd even suggest brainstorming some collaboration ideas for long-term partnerships and sending them over. So don't be shy to suggest some creative ideas to really show off your value and drive home a long-term partnership. So as you can tell by now, the main benefit of working directly with a PR agency is that it allows you to build really deep relationships with the people who run some of your favorite brands' influencer campaigns. Now, I think it's also important to mention that a good agency will listen to your ideas and feedback, but they'll also provide you with valuable feedback as well. And this is great because it allows you to really take the time to really understand their vision and ideas for their clients and collaborations directly. Over the years, I've worked with many PR agencies, and I really love doing so because they are so invested in their relationships with influencers and truly want to get to know you as a creator. You can tell that they want the partnership to be equal too, because they see your talent, they know your audience, and they respect you as the creative genius you are. So as a result, they're often very open to working together long term to find exciting creative briefs that fit both parties' needs and wants. Realistically, networking with PR agencies usually leads to the start of some wonderful partnerships that can easily turn into long-lasting relationships. Okay, so if you follow these guidelines, you can feel confident that the agencies you work with will keep coming back to you because you're obviously proving to them that you're reliable and, of course, make them look really, really good to the brands they represent. Now, one last thing to keep in mind is that it's important to keep in touch with the agencies after you've worked with them too. So, for example, I'd suggest holding monthly or even quarterly calls with them so that you can really stay at the top of their mind. Also, I suggest you follow them on social media, especially LinkedIn. If you make an honest effort to build a strong, solid relationship with your point of contact at the agency, chances are they will want to keep hiring you for future paid brand deals with their current and future clients. Also, and this is very important, I can tell you that within this industry, there is often a lot of turnover. So the people you'll meet on these teams are often working really long hours and are sometimes at the office long after you have submitted your content for approval. So as you can imagine, this can lead to burnout and sometimes they may end up somewhere else. But the good news is it's often at another PR agency where you can most likely continue to work with them and in turn expand your opportunities and relationships at another agency. So if you notice on LinkedIn that one of your connections is leaving their current position, make sure to reach out to them. Of course, congratulate them on their new endeavor, get their new contact info and make sure you ask to be introduced to whomever is replacing them at their current agency. Remember, if you've spent months building a relationship with an agency, you do not want all of that to go down the drain if and when the person you've been in touch with leaves. This is especially important when it comes to PR agencies because you do not have direct relationships with the brands themselves. So make sure you can get up-to-date contact info and follow up with your original contact once they start their new job in order to keep your current brand relationships active and to create opportunities to make new ones. Also, if you find that you have a strong connection with someone whom you've worked with a lot, or even someone who just makes things easy for you during a campaign, don't be afraid to send them a little thank you at the end of the partnership. Letting someone know that you appreciate them and recognize their hard work will go a really long way and will also enhance your relationship with them moving forward. So remember, there are so many amazing people at brands and PR agencies who see your value, enjoy crafting strong influencer partnerships for their clients, and are really amazing to work with. 9 times out of 10, you will have the opportunity to work with an amazing person at a PR agency. So remember to always treat them really well because they really have the power to keep bringing you back. And of course, doing so will also make future partnerships go better too because you've really proven to them that you can drive results for them and their clients. Okay, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below some of the PR agencies that you've worked with on paid brand deals and what your experience with them has been like. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions at all or comments, please leave them in the comments below. And of course, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.